Hello class, I am going to show you how to set up an account um, for Wix.com. Wix is an online site building program that allows you to build a website for free. Yes, it does have different subscription rates, but we don't need to do that. We just want to build a website and not have it cost us a penny. Now, our final for ILS 365 is building a website. And Wix offers a lot of beautiful templates that you can go through and select one that you think is appropriate. But we're also going to have some practice, some design practice assignments, and that will require us, will require us to use your Wix account, and you will not select a template. So we will do no template, and that gives you an opportunity to learn how to add headers and how to do text and how to alter text, how to do your navigation bars and things like that. So that when you're ready to do your website and you choose a template, you will be able to modify those templates as well. So anyways, it's been a while since I set up a Wix. So it's not that difficult. So let's see how intuitive it is. So we're going to go to https://www.wix.com, brings us to this page. Very easy. Let's get started. So I select that. Takes me to a new page. So look very carefully. I have two other accounts, and I don't want to use those emails because I won't be able to because I already have accounts. So I created a third Gmail account, which will allow me to set up brand new. But I must go to sign up. So I am signing up. Now I just want to point out that you can continue with Facebook, like you can sign in with Facebook or with a Google, which actually would be your UMA, main.edu account. This is for those who have Macs, but we can just do it from scratch. So let's go ahead and do sign up. So now I'm going to type in my email address that I actually created so I could do this. Let's make sure that I have that number right. I do. And then I'm going to confirm this by using it again. Whoops. No typos allowed. Okay. Now I have to think of a password. And of course this will generate. I can also use Firefox gives me a generated password, which is fairly quick. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then it'll let me do it again, and it should save it for me. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. So I'll take a snapshot of that. So, it does let me do that. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. Let's see. Now, once you do that part, let me just say, if you don't save your passwords on your browser, because Firefox and Safari will save passwords, certainly write it down somewhere. Keep it in a safe place. All right, so now it's going to ask me a couple questions, but I don't feel like answering it, so I could skip it. Let's see what happens if I skip it. Okay, all right, so this comes up. I wouldn't use this. This is an algorithm that is for those people who already have websites. It looks at your business and what goes on the website and Google and how it's used. I don't know. It's all this stuff, and then artificial intelligence makes a website. We don't want that. No. We'll go to choose template. Even though it says choose template, this is where I would go to use a non-template. We'll put it that way. So let's go to choose template. All right. So pick a template. Okay. Every year Wix looks very different. So there's some great templates here. And certainly enjoy looking at them. You're not going to be picking any because we want to do no template right now. You can choose a template in the semester, or towards the end of the semester. I'm going to go to blank templates. Of course, these are categories. I don't want to miss this part: business and services, store, creative, community, and blog. So depending on your website topic will help you determine what you want to do. I will stay away from business and services. Unless you actually run a business and you want to try something, usually creative and community is good because it's a lot of different features, especially creative type of templates. But anyways, we're going to go over to blank templates. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So what we got, this is really great. We have some basic minimal layouts. These are templates that you can fill in certain things, which is great. But I'm going to select this because I want to show you some basic design elements in the next video lecture that I'll create as I start giving you assignments on certain design concepts. So I can certainly view, which is nothing to view, it's blank. I'm just going to go to Edit. This is my start from scratch. And if you want to see what that's about, you can hit Info. So good for designers, tells you a little bit about it, no biggie. I'm going to go to Edit. View shows me, which is nothing, see? Now I'm going to edit. Okay, here it goes. Should be nothing on the page. What I want to show you is how to get that URL address set up so that when you set up a Wix account, you want to sort of create something very basic so that you can get a URL account. URL address that you can send to me. That allows me to know that you have done this. And of course, hopefully this will come up for you. A little video. Welcome to the Wix editor. Boy, please take a look at this. It's only 1 minute and 21 seconds. It's great, very basic. I'm going to skip this here, but I want you to look at it. Okay, so now here's what I got. Think of this as a Word document, and these are your margins. Up here, that's the header. This is where you would put like the name of your website, okay? And down here is the footer. You can put some simple things in here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe a little logo or a quote or something. But just like on a Microsoft Word document, when you type something in a header, every page will have it. If you type something in a footer, like a page number or whatever, every page will have it. So that's how the header and footer works here. So think of it as a page, and these are your margin. And these headers can also be moved up and down so you can make your header wider. But we won't do that right now. And we do want to discuss how we design a web page. A lot of students sometimes have these massive headers because they want a big photograph. It takes over the whole page. But that isn't a good design. It's just like it's taking the eye from the information you have on your, say, home page, because all you see is this big header. So I usually like kind of what the header size they have there, but I can manipulate that. So what I want to do is I want to find a way that we can build a simple site so that it can generate a URL address. So I'm going to, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit add, okay? And now I want to add something to the header for the time being. If you go over here, you'll see some options here. Let me see if I'm sorry, I have to be careful when I move my, there it is, text. Let me be careful. We got theme text, we have titles. I like titles because it gives me a lot of options for what I'd like my website to be named. So I'm going to just give it a name. I like it. It's kind of nice. I'll do magazine title. I'll click on that. I'll watch what happens. I have it right here. I can move it. I can edit the text. Right now I'm just going to move it to my header. See, it turns pink. It's in the header part. Now see how I move it? Did you see that line? That's the center of my header. And that's where you want to put your name of your, say, website. And if I bring it up, it also shows me a perfect center. So it's centered to the page, but also between like the width of the header. I love that. Now I would like to edit the text. So boom, I can edit it. Now what should I call this? Well, we're going to call this design practice. That's what I'm going to call design practice. I like that. You also have these get text ideas. So you have a lot of features in Wix that allows you to see what it can offer you. And I also can go down here and center it. See, some people, they won't take the time to do that. They'll like move the bar around, but no, I can send it right there. So there's that. If I go to add, I have other things I can add. For example, I can add an image. Let me show you how images work. Because they're free images you can use without having to worry about copyright. One of the things that we discussed in ILS 365 is using your own images or public domain images. Taking images from another website is a violation of copyright. Yes, we do have fair use, but just to take it and use it, especially logos, which is a no-no, it becomes very contentious, and we don't need to worry about, can I use this image or not? So here it allows me a bunch of different ways of getting images. You can upload your own image collections. There's free. Oh, I love Wix Illustration. Let's take a look at free Wix Illustrations and see how I can add some things to this. Let's see how I do this. How do I get this to work? Oh, I guess my computer's a little bit slow. So what would I like to see? Well, I like illustrations, orientation, color, all categories. Well, let me put a search up here, and let me do something, I don't know, let's see. Let's do elephant, because I truly love elephants. So let's see what we got here. Singular, and this is illustration. Let's do elephants. Let's do plural. Let's see. What will I like? Same thing. Oh, now you're going to see how picky I am with illustrations. I'm so sorry about that. I would do carnival. Okay, I can live with that. So let's see what we have here. Interesting. Map of Paris. That's a carnival? Well, okay, I'll select that. So when I select it, I go to add to page. It's pretty big, which is okay. It's a pretty cool image. And you can change an image. You also have different features. Right here is crop. A lot of students don't know they can crop an image. Watch. And these are my options. Wow, option for shapes of images. Oh, this is the first time I'm seeing this. This seems fairly new. It's probably been around for a while, but it's been so long. Let me go back to this, to where that crop. Yeah, crop. I'm sorry, let's go here. This means that I can remove parts of it. This is the kind of cropping I do like. Because I'm not going to write about Paris. I'm going to crop it into something smaller. There we go. And this has an orientation crop, so instead of just picking like so much wide and so much height, this is allowing me to crop at a certain orientation. So that's fine with me. And I can even move the image around to pick a thing that I like. So a spot. I'll do that. And I check mark it, I'm done. And I can now move this anywhere I want. Okay? So this is just little examples. I'm going to go to add. Let's go to text, because I think I want to write a paragraph, okay? Paragraph. Now here you get variations of paragraphs with the type of fonts they have. I haven't used these before, but I do like students to play around because they may be apps, and I'm very careful with, you'll know if something is a paid feature. If you want to do something and it says, oh, can't do that, you need to have a minimum paid account, don't use it. Just let's go back to the basics here. And these basics are pretty darn good. I do like Futura Lite. So here's Futura Lite. And I'm just going to put it up here. Let me see, up here. And I can expand this. I can also, maybe create columns. Now, off the top of my head, I would think I could copy and then paste it. Now, I don't know if I can do that. See, I'm playing around now. Copy, paste. Yeah, it does do that. Isn't that funny? I didn't think that would do that. Because that can also give me a way of creating columns. Oh, isn't that interesting? Does it tell you? Oh, it lets you know how you can align. I like that too. Let me see if I can make it the same. I'm just playing around. So I'm not even going to type anything. I just want to show you some of the things I can do. What else does it have? I also can add, I think I can add borders or lines. I thought there would be something. Buttons, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. We'll talk about buttons later. That's design stuff. Decorative. Interactive. I wonder if we can do that. without paying a monthly fee. We'll talk about that later. And then there was, I think there is an app about adding elements. And maybe that falls under, what is that? That images? What are you looking for? No, that's images. I wonder if they have shapes. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that later. Upload media. That'll be interesting. I want to know if that is part of the feed. We're not doing a blog. Let's see. Page background. You can do background images. Anyways, I'm going to stop right here. I just want to do something. Whoop, I'm going to be careful here. I just want to do something that allows me to preview it. Let's preview this. This is even before it goes on the website. I know I moved something when I was moving things around. You see that? That means you did something. So let's go back to editor. That's what I want to do. So I must be careful how I move my mouse. Of course, I have a Mac Air. My trackpad's different. You probably have PCs, and you probably won't do what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm not very careful with what I'm doing. So let's do a preview. So this one looks like it always will have this. Upgrade your website to remove Wix ads. Okay, we know that we're going to have some Wix ad because we're paying for free. But right now, we just want to learn how to build a website. So this is what it looks like. And go back to editor. Now, here's what I want you to do. When you're done, maybe doing a heading, an image, and some text, and you even could put in your text, this is my practice design page. So put that in there too. So let's see. This is my practice design page in which I will learn how to use many elements, many design elements provided by Wix.com. There we go. And here you can also change your font. It's a second paragraph because it knows that a second paragraph. Wow, that's pretty smart. So that's all I'll do. That's fine with me. I'll do that. And it's interesting. When I did that, it changed my font. So I want to go to the Futura one. Isn't that in there? What was that? Fonts. So this is a preset. Edit text. Futura Light. And what it was. So let me go back here. And I want to do now. It doesn't do it because this is the part that I need to learn. Because it seems to me there should be Futura. Yeah, but it doesn't. Do I have to upload? Hold on, get this out of the way. What would upload do? Paragraph 2. No. Paragraph 2. I did that. I'm looking at is my font. There must be a way. Font type. Use 2 to 3 fonts to keep your site looking clean. Yes, but I would like to use Futura. And look at that. Starts. No, add what? Oh, what am I adding? Oh, these are languages? I must keep that in mind for later. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not too happy about that because I want to know why. All right. You see, I have to learn too. We're going to learn together. If I go like this and say, this is my practice. Practice design page so that I can learn the various design features provided by Wix.com. So do you see what I did? I didn't delete it and start typing, and then it went to those sets of fonts. I just was careful by just selecting and then just maybe move a couple words and doing that. So now we got to find out how we make sure that our fonts are consistent, because when we do website design, we want to do consistency. I know that's very important. I will talk about consistency throughout the semester. I want to stop now because I don't want to take any more of your time, so I'm going to hit publish. Yes, I'm going to publish this because that is how I find out my URL address. And there it is. See, that was my name, my email, and this says my site. But I'm going to change that right now. I think we can change it and call it Design Practice. So you can do that too, or whatever else you want. So I'm going to save it, just say save and continue. But that is my URL address. And that, so when you go to this point and you see what you have, you just piggyback onto Wix site. So you're not doing like your own domain name. That costs money. We're not doing that. You're just going to piggyback onto the server of Wix.com. Please save that URL because you're going to send it to me. And this is the assignment that's going to be for week 2. Let's just get that taken care of. And then every week we're going to talk about design concepts. And I'll go into my design page and I'll start from scratch. And then you'll repeat that. And we'll get to learn this together so that you get comfortable with playing with design elements. I'm going to save and continue. And that should take care of that. Let's see what's going to happen. Your site was saved. You can edit this. I'm going to say publish now. Now I thought I did publish it, so I'm just going to do done. But while I'm at it, if you don't mind, let me see if I can copy that. I'll just take a snapshot of it. I'll say done. Yes. Congratulations. Thank you. See how it wants you to upgrade? Don't do that because that's going to cost money. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. And then you have a couple things. Check your site on mobile device. This means that Wix understands the idea of a responsive website. So if we make a website on Wix, how's it going to look like on a mobile device? Let me show you here. See, that's the desktop. Switch to mobile. And see how it reorients that? I like that. So I'm just going to go back. But that's called responsive website. So let me see if I can get back there. Can I skip this? Okay. I'm just going to go back to this. But you get to see what it looks like on the website. Now, I am going to see if I'm trying to see how to. There's a landing page that allows you to look at different things about your website. Let's go to. I'm trying to think where that is. Let's go to Site Preview. Let's see. Is there a Exit Editor? So that takes us. The dashboard. That's what I wanted to say. I'm so sorry. The dashboard gives you everything you need to know about what you've done so far. So it gives you the your account name, and you actually should be able to see your URL address on the dashboard. So let's see how long this is going to take. And there's my URL address. There it is. That's what I wanted you to see. They never show you this on tutorials on YouTube, so I figure I'm just going to do my own tutorials for my students. And that's it for now, okay? If you have any questions, please let me know. But just follow what I have done, and you should be okay. And talk to you later.